Yay. Okay. Welcome to tonight's Team Shine Strong sneak peek. Gosh, our first one of 2021, which is really exciting. My name is Jenna Bray, and Lindsay and Tasha, who are also here, also are part of the Team Shine Strong. So I am so happy that they are here tonight and get to share a little bit of their hearts, share their story. I'm excited to kind of share my story, how I got started, and then I'm going to go in depth, kind of like what it is that we actually do as coaches. Go over everything that you need to know and what you want to know about what it is that we do behind the scenes, because I'm sure you've seen us post on social media. You've probably seen us share coaching in our stories on Instagram. And I'm sure there's going to be many others watching this recording who have been a part of our challenge group and are now interested in coaching, which I'm excited for. But excited to kind of give you guys the details. And I'm going to also go over the mentorships that we offer. So this is something that you're going to be jumping into, and we're going to be teaching you guys everything from social media to how to share things to how to run challenge groups. And how to basically share your journey. And then I'll kind of break down the costs and info. And then if you have any questions at the end of this, feel free to ask, or feel free to unmute yourself, drop it in the chat below. We are pretty open booked and happy to share whatever it is that you want to know. So I'll kind of share my story and then I'll pass it off to the other ladies. But so I have been coaching for 4 years, which is crazy now. I never thought I would be where I am today. I went to college and got my big college degree in accounting, and I thought that I was determined that was my career path. You know, that was what I was supposed to be doing. My dad and mom both got educations, went on to pursue their careers, and I was working my full-time college or my full-time career at the time when I found coaching, and I was tired. You know, I loved my job. I love my coworkers, but I was looking for something that was more than just what I was supposed to do in life. And I was tired. I had gained weight from my babies. So I never, all through high school, I was active in sports. So I played basketball growing up, volleyball. I was super active in college. Never had issues of any weight issues. But realizing once I had a career, kids, a family, and was focusing on everything else but myself, I kind of lost my purpose, and I lost who I was. I lost my confidence. I lost, a lot, and didn't really know where I was going in life at one point. And I was really, I remember like walking in one of the dressing try-on rooms, and I was putting on this pair of pants and was twice or three times the size that I thought that I was because it's like when you put on weight, it just kind of comes on and you don't really realize it. And so I was determined to find something, and I didn't care what it was, but I was determined to find something not only that was gonna like help me lose the weight, but keep it off for good. Like I was tired of doing things that would lose weight, or like I wanted to make this a lifestyle. I wanted to learn how to eat clean. I wanted to learn a meal plan, and I wanted to help others along the way because fitness and health had always been part of my passion. So I was scrolling Instagram one day, and my coach at the time popped into my feed, and I reached out to her right away. She was sharing about this coaching thing. I was like, it aligns perfectly with something I'm super passionate about. She said you can make an income doing it, and there's a community of women and a team behind it that you're going to be a part of, and I'm going to help you grow a business. I was like, done. Like, yes, I had a full-time career that I went to college for. I was like, if I can just earn my money back for whatever products or whatever it costs me to join, I am in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab a couple girlfriends. We're going to do it together, and we're going to do this thing. And that's kind of how it started. And now it has become obviously something much more than I ever thought it would be. I never anticipated leaving my job, but the opportunity was there. And I fell in love with doing this. I fell in love with helping women not only in their fitness, but grow businesses of their own so that then they too could help women too. And so it just became this huge, like, the best job in the world is getting a message telling you that, sending you that transformation that you have helped change her life. And I think the coolest thing about our job is that we're not just offering workouts and, like, there's so much more that goes into it. We give so much of our heart and our passion and our time to these women who join our groups and want a transformation. And it's seriously like life changing, and getting those messages that someone's life has changed because you helped them get started and you've helped them lose 10 to 15 pounds or whatever the weight loss is. And that they have this new confidence in them, that they're buying brand new clothes for themselves, that they feel good in front of their husbands, and they're setting an example for their family and their parents or whatever it is. So this side job, this side coaching thing obviously turned into so much more. But seriously, like, it's the best job in the world now. So I'm going to pass it off to either Tasha or Lindsay if they want to share their story and how they got started.
Yeah, so I can go first if you want.
Yeah.
I started coaching in May, so I'm a fairly new coach, not quite a year. So I started my fitness journey a little bit before that. I remember, so I work for a hospital, and every year we do, it's called Thrive, but we have to go do like our annual physicals. And my doctor sat me down and she was like, your lab work is bad. And I've never had a weight issue my whole life. But I'd had 2 kids, I'd gained some weight, my cholesterol was high. So basically I was like, okay, I knew I needed to make a change. So I started my fitness journey. I started exercising, eating better. I had no idea what I was doing though. So I was kind of winging it. I was, on Instagram finding workouts. I got a gym membership. I was doing things that I thought were going to get me in the right direction, but I still felt so lost. Like I didn't have just that good feeling of like, I felt comfortable. I was in the gym and I'm like kind of looking around. I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing this right, I don't know how long I followed you, Jenna, before I started coaching. I know it was a while. Jenna would reach out and she'd be like, hey, have you ever thought about coaching? And I'm like, no, like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, how am I going to help somebody else, And so, I am a firm believer that like everything happens for a reason, but not only that, like everything happens at the time that it should happen. So like when Jenna first reached out, I don't think I was ready for that, but she was there and she kept, checking in on me, and finally the timing was right for me. So in May, I was like, you know what, why not? Like, I'm already doing some of this anyways. I'm already, I want to eat better. I want to, exercise. Why not? If I can help somebody along the way, then why not? Let me give it a shot. So I was supposed to have surgery in April because I had a hernia, and that got pushed because of COVID. So I joined coaching in May, and it really just kind of boosted me. I went all in with my nutrition and my workouts. And over this past summer, I saw results that I hadn't seen in the 2 years that I was going to the gym randomly. I saw amazing results. And I really, truly believe that was because I dialed in on my nutrition. I was working out consistently. But not only that, I had people that I was doing it with. So it wasn't like, it wasn't a chore. It became like, I loved it. I loved showing up every day. I loved checking in with people. I loved my people checking in with me and holding me accountable. So I saw some really amazing results in the first couple months that I was coaching. And like the people that I was helping, they were seeing results too. And it just fueled me even more. And it's about so much more than, like, for me right now, because I still work full time and I'm still doing all that stuff. Like, it is about a community, and there are such amazing ladies out there, and we're doing this together, and it's just really amazing. So if I can share that with people and I can help them find that, passion and that drive, then that's worth it to me. So, and I have folks that, every day they're like, where are you at with your water? And I'm way behind my water today. Because I've had a really crazy day. So I am going to get that done before I go to bed. But I have ladies that will text me and be like, hey, I've got, we had call-in, so I have to go into work early. So I don't know if I should wait and do my workout when I get home. And I'm like, okay, hold on. I'll get up early with you and we'll do it together. So we got up at like 4 the other morning and we pushed play together because she knew that she needed to do it before she went to work. And I was like, you know what, we'll do it together. So it's just a really amazing experience, and to be able to help people and motivate people. And I got a message just the other day. This lady was like, "You're so inspiring," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Like that meant so much to me. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" You don't always realize it, but your story like will help motivate others, and it can change people's lives. So just you never know, what people are going through, and I know coaching might sound scary, but you can't look at it that way. You just have to know that like everything happens when it's supposed to happen, and it might be their time when you invite them and to join you, and it might not, but that's okay because one day it will. And I'm so glad that Jenna didn't give up on me and that she kept, checking in on me. And now I'm here and I'm able to help others. So that's kind of my story.
Okay, I'm Tasha. I love your story, Lindsay. That was good to hear. I don't think I've heard your story before, so that was pretty cool to hear. So I started following Jenna probably back in 2019. And it was before I got pregnant with my second, and I remember her reaching out and sorry guys. I thought he was going to be napping during this, and so bear with me. She'd asked me or reached out to me then as far as just to join her boot camps, not so much for coaching at that point, but I was like, oh, I knew we were going to try for another baby. So I was like, not the right time. Well, then fast forward to 2020, about March, and I turned 30. And I was pregnant, about 6-7 months pregnant. And I don't know what it was about turning 30, but it was like just a game changer in my life. I was just like, okay, my 30s, that's going to be me. Like I spent my 20s doing, I don't know what, like, I don't know what we did, but nothing really for myself. And I decided like my 30s, that's going to be my time. So I had always kept the Jenna in the back of my mind. Like I was like, okay, I know this girl. I know she's gonna be there, So then I had this guy in May, and started my postpartum journey. And then Jenna had reached out again in August and asked if I wanted to join in for her September group. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. Like, this is my time. Like I have to do this. And yeah, I'm so glad that I did. So then in November, I decided to take the leap and start coaching. So I guess I'm almost 2 full months in of coaching. And it's been a lot of fun, and it's been really like kind of what Lindsay was saying, like, you get a group of girls, and I remember watching Jenna, and Jenna had all these girls all the time. She's always talking about her girls, all of her girls, and she loves all of her girls. And I just remember being like, I want to be one of those girls. Like, I want that too. I want my girls. Like, I want to be like that. So, that really like stuck with me, and I'm like, okay, this is good. And it's been a fun adventure, and I know nothing. Well, I know a little bit more now, but social media stuff, Instagram, I used it. I just posted baby pictures and vacation pictures and that sort of thing. Like I'm still learning all sorts of stuff, but it's been fun. And challenging to put for myself, to like put myself out there. I'm not necessarily typically the most outgoing person in general, but so this has been good for me too, as far as on that aspect of my personality, to get myself out there and to be, you know, vulnerable in front of people and all of that. So yeah, that's kind of my story. That's where I'm at. I'm still feel like early on and I'm learning and I love it.
And Tasha,
So.
how much have you lost?
Oh yeah, I've lost almost 15 pounds, and last I measured, I don't remember my measurements, but last time I measured I was over 15 inches
That's
just in
amazing.
September.
Amazing.
And Lindsay, what's your total?
Oh my goodness. I am at, so I'm past my goal weight is 125. So I got to that, and now I'm trying to build on that. So
Yeah.
I'm 5'6", so 125 is kind of like where I need to be. And now I can focus on gaining muscle. So that's kind of where I'm at now. And that's challenging too, you guys. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Yeah. And that's about me. I gained a little bit over the holidays. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
We're not perfect as coaches. Yay. Thank you guys. All right, let's talk about what it is that we do. You guys are welcome to drop questions in the chat as I go, or unmute yourself. I'm happy to answer any questions, or you guys can wait till when I'm done. So what we do as coaches, so we run monthly boot camps on Facebook, and usually within the first few months of coaching, I am there beside you, helping you run those boot camps. So you are not doing this alone. And in the month of February, we are actually, as Tasha and Lindsay, who are on here, we also have a few other coaches who are not on here tonight. They will be helping run too. So we get to run them together. We get to help. First, I know when I got started, it was my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law was the first person that I got started in my boot camp, and we did this boot camp together, and I plugged her into the boot camp, and we run these boot camps. And typically there's about, I would say, typically around 25 to 50 women in these boot camps. Right now there's a little more with the brand new program that just launched, but typically our boot camps run around 50 ladies, but 50 ladies that we get to help every single day, you guys, inside and out. It's probably the best freaking job, just knowing that these girls are showing up in this boot camp every day, trying to, get better with their nutrition, get their workouts in. We go through these groups together month over month, and we transform our lives, and we all learn together. I think that's the coolest thing about coaching is, I know when I jumped in, I knew nothing about nutrition. I wanted to learn myself. So we go through this journey together in these boot camps. And, now as a 4-year veteran coach, I can give the advice, the nutrition advice, and help go in there and critique, plates when people, are sharing their food, because we like to share lots of pictures. We share our food. We are virtual coaches. So we show food, we show sweaty selfies, we show quotes, we go live. It's just a fun community of women supporting each other. I think that's the coolest thing. So alongside these boot camps is we share our stories on social media. And I think it sounds really scary. I was one where I probably, just like Tasha mentioned, like my kids, and that was the only thing I shared on social media. I never shared my workouts. The fact of even sharing a transformation, if I were to look back 4 years from now, I probably would die. Like, heck no, am I sharing that. But when you start walking people through your journey and sharing it, and you start little, you'd be surprised. Just like Lindsay mentioned, people are inspired. And at first, they're not going to reach out to you. At first, you're going to get all the comments, because you're going to share, that you're starting this new program, and people are inspired by you trying to better your life by starting a new workout routine, starting a new meal plan. You'll start talking about these things, because it's easy to share on social media that you're eating on plan this week, or you're jumping into your boot camp, or you're jumping on Zoom with us in the mornings to get your workout in. But you'll start sharing these things, and you're going to share your journey over the 4 weeks that you start the program. And the coolest thing is you share your journey on social media as you go. So people are watching you and seeing that you're a real person. Like, you struggle to get, you don't have to be a perfect fitness expert. You don't have to have abs right away. Like, people want to see that you're relatable, that they too want, you know, to have a better routine, to drink more water throughout the day. And at first, you know, people are going to start asking you what it is that you're doing, because it's inspiring to see someone doing things like this. And then, but as coaches, we show up consistently, because when you show up consistently, it means that people are going to continue watching you. You want to be the little bubble that pops up first thing in the morning when you open up your Instagram and they see Tasha, Lindsay, and, you know, getting their workout in. You know, that's kind of the light that we like to be in people's eyes, to show them the example that they can do it too, even if they have kids and they can't get up early. They'll get it in during nap time, or maybe they work full time and they are not morning people, but they're going to get it in at night. You are relatable, and you're sharing bits and pieces of you going through your own transformation in your own journey. So consistency, though, is the biggest thing, because people want to see your face and want to see your little bubble pop up every day. And I'm talking about the little stories bubble that pops up on Instagram. And we share, we don't sell. Okay. The coolest thing about Beachbody is that, or our product in general, is that we have something really cool to offer someone. It's not just some mascara. It's not just some lipstick. This is not some shoe. We provide, not only are we providing the workouts, the meal plans, something that the tools that we can give these girls, the boot camps, but they're gonna change. They're gonna have a full month's transformation because of this product. We're not just gonna sell it and like run. Like, we actually get to help them. We get to be with them for the next month. Like, it's a big job of taking these girls on and plugging them into the boot camp and doing it alongside of them. Like, it's a service. It's not just a product that we're so when we show up on social media, we're sharing what we're doing. We're not really selling. We get to get results of our own. And my Instagram is the reason why I showed up every single day for the very first program that I had to do, because I knew if I had to show up on Instagram and I had little eyes watching me, that I would not quit on myself, that I would not give up. When I had that extra accountability, it was, okay, game on, Jenna. And this, from day one, you can't stop. So, okay, so trainings and mentorship. So the cool thing is we're a team. So you're not alone in this. We are here to help you. When you decide to join our team, then you get to be put in a Facebook group for just our team. This is where recognition happens. This is where we're going to shout you out. This is where we do, you know, boards, and we do fun stuff, and we share information. Also going on right now, we have a brand new group that's open and ready to go. So as soon as you click submit on your little coach form, you get to jump in this, and it's going to teach you things as simple as how to look at we call it our back office. So this is where when you have someone that signs up with you, you get a special little link that you get to send them, and you get reports that show who are your customers, who are your people, who you signed up this month, how much income did you make off of it. So all of that is called our back office, but we're going to teach you all of that. We're going to teach you social media. You guys, I started my Instagram with 0 followers. I started a brand new Instagram when I started coaching, and I was able to grow it to 11,000 followers. So we're going to help you guys grow your Instagram, because at first it's going to be friends and family around you, okay? You're going to be doing these workouts. People are going to be watching you on your Instagram. But after months over months, we're going to start teaching you how to grow your social media, where now you're connecting with the world. You are connecting with people all over, where you can use hashtags, grow your following, and get to meet women. It's the coolest thing. Lindsay, where do you live?
I live in Texas.
Like, what? Like, how did we meet? Like, how freaking cool is that?
Yeah.
I have a challenger that signed up with me. I'm trying to think of who it is. She lives all the way in Ontario. Am I saying that right? Canada. I'm like, how did we connect? We connected through this beautiful thing of social media. So we will teach you all of that. You'll also get one-on-one training. So we're going to be in a Facebook Messenger pod where we are helping you. We're showing you, what do you say to your first customer? That is really freaking scary. Like, how do I ask my friends? You know, like, the cool thing is we're going to help you with all of that because we've been through it ourselves. Okay, let's talk about cost, how to get signed up. And then if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. So to get signed up is to get started. If you are not a current challenger, it is, so the initial price is $160. So that's going to get you all the workouts for an entire year. It's going to get you the meal plan for an entire year. So that's your base package. You're basically going to get shake, workouts, meal plans, access to everything for an entire year for that base price. Okay. If you want the brand new program that's out, it's $199. So if you want to do 9-week Control Freak, but the base price is $160, which I think is insanely crazy for a year of everything. So going forward though, as a coach, we need to be a product of the product. Okay. So if you are going to sell, so you're going to sell that exact package that you're going to sign up with. And if you want to sell that to your friend or your sister or whoever, I would hope that you're using the product to get the results. Because again, like, I want to come on my Instagram and I want to say this. I drink Energize every single day, by the way, and it's the best thing ever. Trust me, these products are life-changing anyways.
It's amazing.
So you're gonna love it. Like, it's not like we drink these and we hate it and it doesn't work. So like, you're gonna drink Energize every morning because you're gonna know it gives you energy for these workouts, and then you're gonna drink the post-workout because you love it and they work. And I have that true testimony to say these products work. You should be doing these too. So we have to be products of the product to sell what we sell. So there is a requirement of around $100 a month to be an active coach. But I will say, we're going to teach you how to not only make your investment back on the 160, we're going to also teach you going forward how to gain back your initial cost, right? Because my husband, when I signed up, he's like, you can do this coaching thing, but don't come to me if you want to pay this, you know? So I was like, okay, that means I've got to, like, you know, go sell some challenge packs, you know? So it gives you that motivation too. But again, like, in the beginning, your friends and family are going to be seeing that you're getting results. They're going to want to do it with you. So going forward, I made it a goal to have 3 people a month help. I made it a goal to sign 3 people a month. So I was going to help 3 people. And that way, every month, my boot camp would have at least 3 people in it. And 3 people a month, it paid for my product at first. Then it started compounding. And you just, as you grow a team, as you start growing more people who join your boot camps, that income starts compounding. So we're going to help you not only gain back the initial investment that you made on this challenge pack for yourself, but we're also going to help you obviously with growing an income, because that's the goal of this business, is to be able to profit from it. And so you earn 25% commission on any sales that you make. So by selling that exact same package that you're purchasing to coach is the exact package that you're going to be selling, and you gain 25% commission on it. There's also something called what's called Team Cycle Bonus. And without it complicating it or anything, it's basically then once you start coaching, you know, you have challengers who get results, or you have girls who want to do it with you, the business with you. And then you start earning what's called Team Cycle Bonus. So that too is what compounds. So there's several ways to earn income. And I think that's what's really cool about this business. And you get to do it with a team full of other girls. So I think that is all I have. We get to do a lot of other cool things, but because of COVID, we've been kept far away from each other. So if you're in my area, we used to do fun quarterly get-togethers and things. So hopefully once COVID's away, we can do that. So I see a question outside of Facebook boot camps. The other product you were referring to is through Beachbody, correct? Exactly. So, so just all the products in general, is that kind of what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have Shakeology, we have pre-workout, post-workout. So Energize, which is our pre-workout, and then Recover's our post. There we have beach bars. We have, gosh, we have so much product. We have Bevy, which is like I was drinking it today if you saw my stories. It's like it's actually a herbal tea that's supposed to help curb cravings, and it tastes really good. So yeah, we have lots of really good products.
The products are so amazing. Like they really, truly are. Like I drink Hydrate every day.
Yeah, Hydrate.
It's like you don't have to sell them, like because they sell themselves. Like they are so good. And I don't know what I ever did before Energize. Like
So my husband, who used to go to the gym a lot before, you know, he's tried a lot of pre-workouts, and he says that Energize by far is like it without all the jitters that some pre-workouts do. It hits you the fastest and gives you a lot of energy. Yeah. For me to say that, I'm like, okay, cool, it's legit. Kaylee, have you tried many pre-workouts or post-workouts?
What?
Have you tried many pre-workouts or post-workouts?
No, I I don't know, probably about 3 years ago, I used to do a lot of lifting with my boyfriend in the gym. And so I used protein powder after the gym, but I kind of fell out of that. I felt like I was getting too like bulky for a girl.
Oh, okay.
I kind of started doing like, I'm familiar with Beachbody. I do a lot of the Shaun T workouts. I like follow him on Instagram. I'm totally obsessed. But I've always been super curious about all the products like Shakeology and everything like that. But I've always thought it was kind of expensive. But for my birthday last year, my boyfriend gave me a coupon to sign up for Beachbody for 1 year.
Oh.
So he's going to pay for me to start whenever I decide.
Oh.
So this is kind of like,
awesome.
I love
Lindsay was saying, like the timing of you reaching out to me about it was like super weird. Like I was like,
Aw.
oh, I was literally able to start Beachbody, and now you want to be like
Love it.
coach. So
Yeah.
And
See,
so like
that's what's so funny. It's like you've really like when you become a coach and you start sharing your journey and you start inviting, you know, because people are going to watch your stories and people are going to start watching your journey and they're going to like your photos, or, you know, and there's nothing better feeling when I reach out to someone and say, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much for the support. And I see you're into fitness or something along those lines. And it's like, and she's like, yes, I am. I've been watching you and I've been wondering what the heck it is that you're doing. And it's just so cool to be able to connect and share that. And sometimes it does. It's people aren't going to come to you right away at the beginning, because I would never reach out to someone, but like, how cool is it for you to be able to pop in their inbox and say, how's it going? Like, what are you up to? Like, I feel like we could connect, or I feel like we have similar interests. You know, have you ever tried Beachbody, you know?
yeah,
like that.
I feel like that's probably the most intimidating part about it, because like you said, like when people come in my inbox, I'm like, oh my God, have you tried this new mascara? And I'm just like, no, like I have my own.
No,
I just like feel bad being that person where like, no, I'm not interested. Why are you bothering me?
exactly.
I think that's the part I'm the most afraid of, is like being told.
And we walk through that and we share, you know, the cool thing is we're not just a mascara, and you know, like we're not just a mascara. Like we have, we get like physical transformations that we get to share testimonies on, you know, like it's really hard to say. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some really great mascaras out there.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, wow, like that's great mascara. But like to watch a page and be inspired and watch them get up and work out every morning and share recipes, like our job and like what we get to share on social media is the coolest by far.
And I think too with coaching, it keeps you accountable in your journey. Like that's huge for me. You know, people watch my story and they're waiting to see if I stop. Like they are.
A
lot of them are. They've watched, you know, I've got some that one lady just signed up with me this month, and I asked her like months ago if she wanted to do this, and she was like, no. And then like, I don't know, I think I followed up with her this month, and she was like, okay, yeah, give me more info on it. And I'm like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that one. But I mean, They really do. They watch you and they want to see your journey, and they want to see you in the mornings without makeup and your hair all, you know. Today I was like, I didn't even, my eyes looked like they were closed when I took my like, you know, pre-workout drink. I'm like, oh my God, I was tired up. But I got up and they want to see that consistency. They want to see you, like Jenna said, you know, being a product of the product, but they want to see that it's relatable and that, you know, if Kaylee can get up every morning at, you know, whatever time and push play. Like I'm a mom of 2 and I work full time. And so like, you know, time wasn't just gonna like, I didn't just find time, like I had to make time.
Yeah.
And so people just, you know, they want to see you putting in the work because again, there's no magic pill. It's not a, you know, quick fix. You put in work, you sweat, you know, you give it all you got. And then, and people see that and they get it. So.
Yeah. I feel like I need the accountability thing because like Jenna was saying earlier, like my diet, I always kind of like diet or like work out to lose the weight. But then I've like put myself on such a strict diet that I'm like, oh, pizza, oh, cupcakes. And then I'm like 2 months later, I'm right back where I was. And I'm like, what did I do? I haven't worked out in 2 months. Like that was my 2020. I mean, all of us kind of fell into something in 2020, but
yeah,
that's
and
really
it's like, yes, you know, it's like we've seen amazing transformation because of being a coach, but also like it's cool to share, you know what, I do eat pizza too, you know, and like being able to share your people that, hey, it's okay to have a piece of pizza, but now I'm going to get back on track tomorrow, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly where I'm like trying to get myself. It's like funny, the timing of you, it's just like, it felt like everything happens for a reason because this week I was like, okay, I'm going to start going to bed early. I'm going to start getting up early. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to stop eating so bad. My boyfriend just went to go get pizza and I was like, oh my God, why? I was like, I'm doing so well. But it was just like, I'm trying to learn, like, not only like, okay, I'm never going to eat bread again because I've tried that, but it doesn't work. It's not realistic. But really just finding like the lifestyle change. Like, okay, when I go out to dinner, maybe I'm going to get the salad or the salmon tonight and not always order the pasta or the pizza. And so I feel like this is like right on track with where I'm trying to get my mindset.
You'll love our meal plan too.
Yeah.
I was just talking to one of my girls about that too, about the whole meal plan thing and how I used to be like that. And I used to just sabotage if I was, well, we're going to a friend's house, we're having pizza, it's going to be whatever. I'm just going to, I'll start over on Monday. It's no big deal.
Right.
And now it's like,
it becomes like next month.
Exactly. So, and now I've learned with all of this and with coaching, and now it's like, oh, okay, so I had pizza Friday night and maybe some wine or a beer, but you know, I'll still drink my water, and tomorrow morning I'm still gonna have my eggs and my usual healthy breakfast that I have and keep on going, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it just gives you like another perspective. So like me, my family, my kids are better than my husband. My husband is horrible. Like he doesn't eat a vegetable ever. And so at first I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make it work? Because I'm going to have to cook 2 separate meals. And so I've figured out how to do it for my family. The other night I made him a frozen pizza and I had to go to bed because I was like, I'm going to bed. I'm done. I've already gone to bed. But you know, it's finding that and it's sharing that, you know, sharing what you're doing. Like for me, how I make it work with them eating certain things and me figuring out how to eat things that I want to eat. And then like, I just want to say Shakeology is amazing. It's not just like I've tried. So before I started Beachbody, I drink a lot of protein powder from different companies and stuff like that. But Shakeology is like not just protein powder. Like it is seriously so dense and you can just feel the difference when you consistently use it. And so anyways, it's amazing.
It's a good
It's not just like a protein though, you know?
Yeah.
It's good.
Lindsay, do you have any questions?
Yeah, sorry, I'm on my
Other
daughters
Lindsay?
now. I'm not Emma, I'm Lindsay.
Oh, your name
I'm so glad
changed.
you joined. So Lindsay is a challenger of mine for a while.
Yes, Jenna's been my coach since September of last year.
I think so.
So just over a year, I guess, or a year and a few months. So it's been complete chaos during this whole thing, but I promise you I've been listening.
It's okay.
But both of the kids have like, I don't know what happened. Like it's like erupted out of nowhere. Everyone needs something. And my daughter has a 4-H Zoom thing going on too right now. So it's like musical computers. But no, I don't think I have any questions. I mean, I've just, the accountability would be great. That I'm so afraid to put myself out there. I'm pretty shy on social media. I'm not like, I mean, my kids are on my social media. That's pretty much it. Like you kind of even wonder if I'm around because I'm usually like the picture taker and I'm pretty
That is the number one thing why people are so afraid to join. And I think, and maybe Lindsay and Tasha, you guys want to share more since you guys are newer to this?
Mhm.
So I would say for me, I'm one of those people that like I'm always taking care of everybody else. So like even like at work, my boss told me the other day, it was like 3:00 before I had lunch, and he's like, "You haven't had lunch yet?" And I'm like, "No, I was covering the floor and doing this." And he's like, "So you're momming and taking care of everybody else, and you haven't had your lunch yet?" And I mean I did that in my personal life too. So, I had to really like step outside my comfort zone and say like, I want to do this. I'm going to make it a priority for me, my own health and fitness. And then, I had to come to the fact that like, I have a story, like I have like why I want to do this and why I started and everything like that. It's all there. You just kind of have to dissect it and figure it out. Figure out, what made you, start. Like, so Lindsay, I know you said you've been a challenger for a little while. Like, what first sparked you to kind of, start your journey in health and fitness? Because everybody's got those things in there. Like for me, another big one is stress and anxiety. I am like sometimes like all over the place, and exercise, like eating better, all of that has helped my anxiety, my stress levels. Like when I'm not consistently working out, I am really anxious all the time. And so, yeah, I lost, oh my goodness, like I think I got to like 150 right after I had my daughter. And so, yeah, I lost the weight after I had her, but it was more than just the weight loss. I felt better. I had mental clarity. I, was sleeping better. Just in general, my mood. And then my husband will be like, "Ooh, yeah, you need to like, what's going on with you lately? You're all stressed." And I'm like, "Well, I haven't been consistent, in working out." So that's another thing that it's really helped with me. So it helps so many different aspects, and you just got to figure out like, what's your motivating factors? What are your whys? What made you want to start this in the first place? And then just share that, because there's people out there that have those same things going on in their life. It's, it's not just about 6-pack abs or, booty gains. Like, yes, people want those things. But I think a lot more people want to relate to somebody that's like them, somebody, and so it's kind of uncomfortable to share like that you have anxiety or that, you have health conditions or whatever it is that's motivated you to start this. So I just, that's one tip that I can say is just kind of reevaluate why you started. And because there's people out there that need that help. They need that support. They need somebody to say, okay, like other people are going through this, but look what she's doing to help her or help herself, or, you know, if she can do it and she can reduce her stress, then maybe I can reduce mine. And that's what we do. We share our experiences, we motivate people, and then help them get, you know, similar results.
Yeah, I love that. And exactly, you know, I mean, yes, we share workouts and that can be very, very scary, you know, at first, but there's so much more. I mean, you know, someone's not gonna join me because I work out every morning. You know, there's gonna be a much deeper emotional connection. And usually that comes from, you know, like Lindsay just mentioned, you know, maybe that person is going through, you know, anxiety or depression or whatever it is, you know, and it's hard to be vulnerable sometimes. It's really hard to share those things, but you know, being able to like share that and help other women who are going through those same things and connect them to some workouts or meditation or you know, I've been sharing with some of my followers like my gratitude journal, you know, journaling every morning, you know, things like that you can connect with them and help them. We don't have to be experts in anything. We don't have to have abs. We just have to connect, and we have to have a heart to want to help people. And that's our job, you know, is showing people it's possible, and that we've gone through all these things, and this is, you know, what we're doing to feel better and to you know, to make our lives better. So
And I think this has been a trying year for so many people. And I think people need to kind of connect on a personal level. And as a coach, you know, Jenna has told me, read personal development, do personal development for yourself. And that has been huge for me. And I think like that's something that we can share with, you know, people that are watching us, like, hey, I'm reading this book, or hey, I'm listening to this audio tape, and like, you know, maybe it can help somebody. So
for sure. Even sharing your favorite products help people. People love hearing about what Amazon find that I found, and those are great ways to connect too. So, and water bottles, yes. So we also share a lot outside of, you'll see me talking about my life. So yeah, it gets easier, I promise.
I guess my only other question, Lindsay, Tasha, do you have a full-time job too? Are you coaching? And so how do you balance that? Because like right now, January, February, my life is like so hectic. Like, I don't know what time I'm going to get off work. I don't know if I'm going to take a lunch. I don't know if I'm going to look at my phone. So I guess like my worry is that I like won't be there. Like, how often like you need to be touching base?
So yeah, and I think that's what's so amazing about the challenge groups, is that there's always stuff going on. So like, I might not be in the Facebook group 24/7, but my girls are checking in even when I'm not. And then when I can find time in my day, I'll go back and make sure I comment on their stuff, or, you know, give them tips if I see something. So I work full time in healthcare. So you can imagine it's crazy right now for us. Today I was there at 6:15 this morning, and I got out just after right around 6. So I was there a long time today. So I need to go back and catch up on the group. I need to post my pictures from my meals and that type of stuff. And that's something that I found for me. Like, I just take pictures throughout the day, and then I go back at the end of the day and I do, you know, post my 4 pictures for the day and give an update on how my day went. And so, you know, you can either, you know, carve out a solid hour if you can, you know, when you get home at night, you know, just set a timer and knock out invites, knock out, you know, commenting, or you can do it in pockets too. So if, you know, you maybe what I do is when I'm drinking my pre-workout in the morning, I try to like go through and, you know, follow some new people or send a couple invites or something while I'm waiting for my Energize to kick in. And then of course I try to share a little bit throughout the day, but there's days where I don't get to post anything on my story because I'm just so busy. And so you got to play with it. You got to figure out what's going to work for you. and you might, do something for a couple weeks and be like, I can't keep up with this. I've got to figure out a different way to do it. So it's kind of, just figuring out what's going to work best for you. But that's kind of my little tidbit of advice.
I love that.
Awesome. Thank you.
I get kind of worried about that too, because I'm already feeling like my plate is so full. So I get worried about, I mean, in a perfect world, I could just get rid of the job that I don't like that pays me really well, but it doesn't work like that.
I
So
think that's the cool thing about this business too, is you can work as hard as you want. I mean, the sky's the limit when it comes to working, and, or, you could work an hour to a half hour a day on this business. It's really whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. I do, and the girls know that we just recently started a new chat where I've given them a checklist. So I'm telling them, spend, and it's broken down by 10 minutes, so here is an hour to work your business every day. Here are the tasks that need to happen. There it is. Personal development is one of them, you guys. The other part is we probably spend about a half an hour of our day, growing Instagram, connecting with people, inviting, but another part of our job is to take care of ourselves. So part of that's working out, part of that's drinking your shake, part of that's reading personal development. I am always have a book by my side that I spend at least 10 minutes a day reading. When I worked full time and I had a long commute, I had podcasts that I would listen to. So listening to things in the car. If we had a team training, I would listen to team training calls on my way to work. You'll figure out what your schedule is. And what I tell all of my girls is just like your workout, like if this is a business, you should treat it like a business. So if you want to be successful at it, you should find the time to, just like your workouts. If you want to get results in your workouts consistently, you need to be showing up in your workouts every day. So pick an hour out of your day that works, perfect. And, part of my hour was I did a half, like during my lunch break, I would literally sit in my office at my desk and like do some of my coach tasks. But yeah, you just find and give yourself some grace, I mean, you're not perfect. There's going to be days where you don't show up on your Instagram or you don't post or whatever, but that's okay. It's life. It's, you guys have full-time jobs and lives too.
So then you were talking about you have to have like $100 in sales per month. Is that what you said?
No, so no minimum sales.
Oh no.
You just have to have a minimum order to be an active coach. So Beachbody actually, to be an active coach to earn commission, you have to have, it's called 50 PV. So actually it's 90 PV. It usually equates to about $100 a month. But if you're helping 3 people a month, that's earning your investment back plus some.
Okay.
So,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, so like if you have Shakeology on Home Direct, like where it comes monthly, that will, for your product, that will get you to like what you need to be to stay active. And that's not how much you have to
From
sell.
your
That's
own?
how much
Is that what you're
you-
saying? Like your own Shakeology purchase?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, there's no minimum sales. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Okay. So let me just clarify. So I need to be spending $100 a month, or I just need to be, okay.
Your product's 100. Yeah. So Shakeology is about 100. Energize and Recover, they're all about 100.
It's like 86, I think. It's like
Yeah.
I think it's like 86. So, but again, that's your product that you're gonna use.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I clarified that because I totally lost that part.
No, that's okay. And the other thing is that there's a $15.95 fee. It's called a coach fee, but that's so that so Beachbody, so we don't have to hold on to inventory. Like you literally get a link to send. So Beachbody takes care of shipping. They give you an 800 number. They also give you a back office. So it's a lot of those behind the scene. But it's like the behind the scene. They take care of shipping, tax, credit cards. Like you don't have to take care of any of that. That's the nice part.
Oh, that's nice.
And then you also get your discount.
Yes, and then you get 25% off. So you'll save 25% off your products as a coach too.
Okay.
I think I'm already signed up. I think I did that initially when I signed up. So
So yeah, so you just gotta start coaching. You already you're already paying all that. You're already using the product and
yeah.
So also so most of my challengers are what we call preferred or considered coaches. They just could start coaching whenever they want to. Yeah. So Lindsay, yeah. Yay. Okay. Well, it is almost 7, so I will wrap this up, and anybody who can watch the recording we can send to, but thank you guys so much. And Tasha and Lindsay, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
It's been fun. I love seeing everyone's faces, and I just love hearing stories. And yeah, so I will chat with you, Lindsay and Kaylee, after this call, and we can talk about what's next if you guys want to. All right.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.